Step one, go to Tiltify, specifically the Thankmas page. You can Google most likely Tiltify Thankmas 2024 to find this page right here. When you're on this page, if you don't already, of course, make yourself a Tiltify account, sign into it, and then down here next to the donate button, click register to fund. It should then take you to this page, which will then have a very simplistic way to actually sign up for your own campaign. We're going to walk through it together regardless, but here it'll say your selected charity and event. It should already have Tiltify Impact Fund and Thankmas 2024 already selected here. So all you have to do now is hit continue to go down to their step two. Technically, we'll just keep it the same. Here we go. Our step two also. So if you're making an individual campaign, this is how it works. How would you like to fundraise? So individual campaign does not take you out of Thankmas, right? So you would be over here, you'd hit, individual campaign, enabling you to fundraise on your own or be a part of another fundraiser team. So then you would click continue, and this is where you'd make like your campaign name and stuff like that. So with this, campaign name, you can get kind of fun, creative, and fancy with this. So once you come up with a name, you go down here to the campaign description. You don't really have to change it. Fundraising for the Tiltify Impact Fund all works. If you want to add some more detail, feel free to, of course. Something a little wholesome like that. And then what you would do is you would click continue. Then it would take you to this page. You can add a live stream, a video, or image. We currently have none of those things. This video will act as the video when we get there. If you're going to stream like we are primarily on Twitch, that's when you can add the live stream down there and add your Twitch link. And then you can make an image. If you're an artist, for example, and you want to make an image for Thankmas or something like that. Or if you want to make a thumbnail or something like that as well, that will get people's attention for something like this. This is where you would put it. So for example, if you had image, it'd say to drop an image here. If you had a video, we don't, but eventually there'll be this video. This will put the URL. And then again, for live stream, you could say where you're streaming. So even though we're streaming on Twitch, you could stream on YouTube Live, Facebook, etc. And then this is where you would put that link. Then you would hit continue. And then here's where you would put your campaign goal. The minimum for this is always 100 whenever you're making a campaign. And that's not like an entry fee kind of a thing, by the way, in case you're super confused. You don't have to pay 100 to make your campaign. It's just when the goal is set at minimum, every campaign that's being made right now, the goal is 100. You don't have to hit 100, necessarily with your community, whatever your size is, etc. But that's what that is. You don't have to pay nothing to get it started. Now, I'm going to talk to my community real quick for a second on this part because y'all always get on me for making it a mere 100. I guess it's never understood. The reason I do that is because I know you guys have big hearts. And some of you are willing to break the bank even with those hearts, which is great. This is charity. It's a good cause. But you can always donate more. We can always go past the goal. You can always go more than 100 in terms of like, okay, cool, we hit 100. And if you guys donated, like 400 like you guys did last year, okay, cool. But you guys like to talk a lot of smack. And within my community here, okay? So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna add an extra 0. It's gonna be 1,000. Put up or shut up, as the saying goes, all right? Now, I'm not gonna force y'all obviously to raise there, but fine. We'll make the goal super high up there. Have fun. We have 2 months left to do this. There you go. For the rest of y'all though, here we go. That's what you would do. You'd set your goal and then you would hit the continue button. Here it's just, you're going to get additional information pertaining to the event. You can check the box. I've read the statement. Of course, you can't continue without it, so you have to check the box. And then you go here. Then it'd be summary. So now you kind of just look at what it is, see if you like it, the name of it, the URL link, the campaign goal, the event name, Thankmas 2024, etc. And then you would go and hit create and publish. Now we're going to go a bit further because some of you might want a overlay. You've seen Sean have one on his stuff. You've seen people period in the past years have one. That can be forgotten. Here we go. Here's how, if you want to get the overlay on your campaign. We'll do it in real time and put it, by the time we're done, over this video that you're seeing right now. So the first step here, when you have on the left side, my camera's kind of blocking it, but it has a list of things over here: overview, setup, branding, incentives, etc. What you're going to want to do is go to the branding. It should be the third one down. Under branding, you'll see design, social links, overlays. Again, my camera's blocking it, sorry about that, but you're gonna wanna click on overlays. Now what you're gonna wanna do here is you wanna go to add an overlay. I believe this one is one in progress, so we're gonna go add overlay. And by default, they tend to be really good at this. They'll have this ready right here. this is already what's going to kind of look like here. So you're going to have like the barcode at the top. They'll have like your amount raised, your goal, your campaign name in the middle, top donations, stuff like that. You can edit different things in here, as well as I'm going to show you how to obviously add that into OBS or Streamlabs, whatever you're using, so it can show up on your streams and videos. So first things first, classic overlay. You really don't have to change this in itself. This is actually a pretty decent spot. Maybe if you want to change where the donations show up, you can grab it. Maybe a bit hard to see in the video, but there's like these blue lined boxes, and you can reposition them by grabbing in the center of them and then moving them around. So for donations, for example, since my camera tends to be on the left, I'll move these on the right. So when they show up, they'll be listed over here. That's actually under event list, by the way. You can also change the color too. So if we go to back to classic overlay, we'll start top going down the bottom. Position in itself, that's fine. Font, also fine. We want it to be, legible. Background color. So I believe this affects the bar at the top. So if you don't want the bar to be black, you want it to be like blue or red or some other color. You just, adjust the bar and you kind of go like that. There you go. We're going to leave ours black as sin. Progress bar. So for the progress bar, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to make it a somewhat dark color like that. And then the bar for the foreground, when there's actual, stuff starting to fill it up, we're going to make it red. You can set time in between alerts, show alerts equal over minimum option. There you go. And that's it for the classic overlay for the bar at the top. Then there's other things. Do you want the QR code? Do you want, if you don't want that there at all, you can get rid of it. Alert box. So this is a fun one. The position of the alert box. I believe this is the alert box right here, right? Yep. So we can move that to the center. I want that front and center when someone donates something. I want everyone to know because they have a big heart and they deserve that. Text at the bottom. Yeah. Animation fade down. Sure thing. You can also search for GIFs here. So if there's a certain GIF that you want to pop up, we used to use a Monokuma one, but it seems like that one's, what is that? There it is. So we used to use this one. So we're going to use this one once again because good old a body is about to be discovered. The alert sound. So we can go, you can rotate through these. There we go. Something that will get your attention midstream. There you go for alert box. And then event list is, again, when the things drop down, what you want the font color, what do you want the borders to be, the icon color. I'm a sucker for red, so we're going to swap that to red. But, for the most part, you can leave that alone. And there you go. So when you have all of that set up, you can save these changes, and you're going to want to. We're going to call this Thankmas 2024. So you can name it in the top left, Thankmas 2024. Then you're going to want to save changes. Now here's how to add it to OBS and stuff like this. Once the notification's saved, the layout can go away. You're going to see a thing right here that says copy overlay ULR. Click that. That would be copied to like a clipboard as it goes. Then you want to go into OBS. Inside OBS, you're going to want to click on sources. Once you do that and you bring up this essential sources right here, you're going to be looking for one called browser source that might be under, say, general sources. Add source, hit this for new source. We're going to call this Thankmas 2024. Hit add source, and then what we're going to want to do is the ULR right here. Get rid of that, and instead paste in the Tiltify right there, and then hit close. Now it's a bit smaller than it's supposed to be. Yeah, we see that. We see that. So what we are going to do is you go right click. Transform, fit to screen. Now I cannot stress this enough. In classic overlay, make sure under position it is, 1920 by 1080 or whatever your resolution is, or it will cut off parts of it when you go to do this next step. Once you're done adding all this stuff, and one final note I will add too is at some point you will going to want to come back and add widget. What usually happens in past Thankmas years, if you want like the snow globe you usually see in the bottom, that's usually added eventually at some point. This is technically late October. By November, especially before December, come back to here, add widget, and most likely in here somewhere will be the Thankmas globe for this year if they're doing that. So that being said, when you're going to add it, This doesn't change like your resolution for your stream or your camera and stuff like that. This is the like the size for the overlay, and by default it might be something like 800 by 600. Change this to 1920 by 1080, or else it will be cut off and you won't be able to see any of this. Now, if it is 1920 by 1080, but it comes in looking like, super big and like, off or something like this, and things are still cut off that way, then what you want to do instead is right click on the browser source, go up to transform, and then fit to screen, and it'll frame it like this, and now it's fit into the screen. And that is how you set up Thankmas for 2024. If you have any questions that I didn't cover here, which we still have more of the video to do, but just in case, make sure to ask them in the comment section down below. Here we go into part 2 now of, well, what about if you want to make a team? You have a group of people, group of friends, whatever. Here we go. For teams, if you're making a team-based situation, go back to this page, hit register to fundraise. Charity details is still Tiltify Impact Fund, Thankmas 2024, hit continue. Then here, instead of individual campaign, team-based campaign is the one you're going to want to click on. So for example, select a team, the G Republic. That's what I technically call this community of ours that we have made. So I'll select the G Republic. It'll take us to this page. Then again, it's kind of the same thing. We're going to want to start adding in certain things, right? So campaign name, which will make the URL, goal, campaign description, optional, if I want to make a drop image, I might do that real quick and just pop that in there. G Republic helps Thankmas 2024. Keep it simple on this side. There's the URL. Campaign goal. Okay, so, because y'all like to be like this, we're going to make that not 5 cents. Not 5 cents. 500. There we go. Campaign description, So once you have all that information set up, you would hit next down here in the bottom right. So then once you enter information, you can add team members if you're ready to go already and stuff like that. You would hit publish team campaign. So for example, now that I'm on my profile page, this is what it would look like down towards the bottom here, where you have the charity campaigns. So we have the latest campaign in progress for our own individual, ending the coldest crisis. There's a lot of, that's a long-standing joke this year with the cold and stuff like that. So I decided to twist it into something for charity, as well as, and then on the side over here, the team and the team goal, and I have both your goals here, and then you can have the widgets and stuff like that. Hopefully I helped you in some way if you were stuck in any regards. If you need any clarity, feel free to comment, of course. Usually for Thankmas, we usually kind of make more of a for fun intro video into how to sign up. So I'll do like a funny skit, I'll go into like a dramatic, like, homemade movie, trailer-esque situation, and then jump into this part, but giving how serious of a nature Sean made his video this year. Instead of parodying that didn't feel right, we kind of just jumped immediately into how to sign up, and there we go. So thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully good luck with your own Thankmas adventures. So the charity link for those that are around here often will now be in the pinned comment for every video between now and New Year's. As well as you'll see this goal above in every new video that's not a backlog video that hasn't been made yet, of course. But even backlog videos published in between the next 2 months, we'll have the charity link down there as well. Most of what we'll be doing live over the course of November and December will be done on Twitch, twitch.tv/Gamrison. So make sure to go follow over there if you're interested. And also feel free to make your own. Again, any of my art friends that are watching this that aren't streamers or YouTubers, you can still make art for Thankmas if you're so inclined, and do something like that. You can write stories or stuff. You can do other things to join in if you want to do something on your own. And of course, we have our goals here: $1,000. All right. We've in total over the past campaigns have raised $1,300. So it's not like we haven't touched that number, at least totally. But as you see, average campaign $220. So y'all have been wanting a challenge. You have your challenge. And obviously for the team activities, so for example, Tanks mentioned, oh, hey, is it possible to do teams for this thing? I'm like, you know what? I don't know. I'll research, let you know. So Tanks, if you're watching, that is now there. If I have not reached out to you back yet to answer that question, as a point of seeing this, feel free to yell at me for not doing that and be like, yo, dude, what the heck? What's going on? Of course, now that she streams more often too, at minimum every Sunday, I should say, when we all do Baldur's Gate together, you'll see stuff like that. So that's going to be fun. But thank you so much for watching this video, and good luck out there with Charity Gathering. I don't know which video will be next. We're just going to have to wait and see. So until this time, take care and enjoy pizza responsibly. Thank you for watching. I mean, heck, it's that time of year where I bring out the background that even kind of looks like Sean's, and that's on purpose. Usually that would be considered like you're super hard glazing somebody or whatever. At this point, I'm in charity mode. I'll do whatever I need to get someone to to talk about charity. They'll be like, hey, that kind of looks like Sean's background. I'm like, I'm happy you said that. Let me talk to you about this wonderful thing called Thankmas. I'm in that mode right now. I'm not really into selling out, but I'll sell out for some charity. Okay, so I'll take whatever rep hits, whatever I don't, it's whatever it has to be. We'll do it. It's for charity. All right. See you soon.